everyone. This is Georgia, the Dream Coach. Welcome. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome, girl and guys. But anyways, on this channel, we talk about also discuss, because I'm a motivational speaker and life coach and author, we also discuss those things as well. So today, like I said, I'm long-winded, so I just want to jump right in as opposed to just rambling on. Today, I'm just going to talk for a few minutes about dreams. I am the dream coach, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about that as well. And when I think about 2020, 2020 is not one of those years where you want to just stop dreaming. It doesn't mean that you should stop believing in yourself. It doesn't mean you should stop thinking about the things that you wanted to do and even putting them into place. If we can, because we have to learn to do things a little bit different this year than usual. Right? But it can't be business as usual because people are dying. I get that. I get that people are dying. I have an uncle that died as well. So I know, I know what the feeling. And I know that sometimes it can be depressing. Life can be a little bit depressing sometimes. Just like, it can get you down sometimes. Okay? Here, if you just listen to one of those news channels and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Right? It sucks you in, and you just have to switch channel. I'm like, no, I can't do this no more. But when it comes to your dreams, you're going to have people in your life. You're always going to have people in your life that's going to try and stop you from going after your dream or going to talk you out of them, right? You can't let them. I'm telling you, you can't let these people because they're everywhere. I kind of call them dream killers. And for a time, I had a problem with dream killers. I used to say, that they're not just there for nothing, but actually, dream killers are actually there for a reason. They are, well, for me anyway, dream killers are there to push me to the next level. That's what they're there for, because I'm one of those people that the minute you tell me I can't do something, then I'm just gonna do what you said I can't do. That's just me anyways. Somebody else may say, especially, and I get it, sometimes when you get the negative comments or the negative, this discouragement from someone you look up to, a parent, someone you look up to as a pastor, or someone you look at, a principal, or somebody who said that when you would say something negative to you about your dream, it can be depressing, it can be discouraging, it can make you feel like, okay, well, I guess I ain't got it. But you can't let people stop you from going after your dreams. I'm telling you. Because some people are just scared. They have you in a little box. Some people have you in a box, right? Because of your family or whatever box they create around you. And their purpose is to keep you in that box. Because if you get out of the box, that scares them. It's like a crab. It's like a crab in a little box. And there's this one crab that's trying to get, if I could just get over the side of this, wherever I need to get over. And the rest of them are like, hey, where you going? Stay with us. You're one of us. But when you have those dreams that are bigger than you and bigger than them, because God gave you this dream, you can't let people stop you. Are you kidding me? God gave me this dream and I'm going to let someone stop me? No. I'm going to go after it. They told me when I wrote my first book, in fact, it's right here. Right? When I wrote my first book, Shining Through the Darkness, I actually remember that I've been writing this book for like years. Right? It's available on Amazon, by the way. If you go to Georgia Gale, Shining Through the Darkness, it is available. But when I wrote my first book, it took me about 9 years. 9 years of actually not writing it, but because I have notepads and I've been writing all my thoughts in for years. I would put it down. I wouldn't take it back up. So times I had kids to take care of. I was in college. I got a master's degree, so I had to have a lot of research papers. I would put it to the side. So, and then after a while, I was like thinking, what exactly is scaring me? Why shouldn't I not write this book? Why shouldn't I just finish this book? It started 9 years ago. Just finish it. Stop procrastinating. Okay? And as our illustrious leader called it, the sexy excuses that we come up with as to why we can't do what we can do. So I'm like, okay, I decided to write the book. And when I'll never forget, it was June 17th of 2000, I think it was like 2017. that I went to the library and I spent the whole day there. And I just started writing. And when I was finished, because I didn't know I had enough content to make a book. And I remember writing, bringing one of my notepads. I used to work at night, like 2 to 11. And I would bring my notebook with me to work, and I would just write in it. And one of the ladies was like, "Hey, you always writing that notebook. What you writing about?" And I would say, and then I made the mistake of telling her what I was doing, because that's the first thing we do. The first mistake. Don't tell people everything. Don't tell them things that they don't need to know. They don't need to know everything. Just all I had to say was, "Oh, I'm just writing. I'm just writing down my thoughts, and just leave it at that." She would have let it go, but no, I had to go and open my big mouth and say, "Oh, I was writing a book." She just jumped right into that. She was like, "What do you know about writing a book?" And I was like, soon as she said it, the way she said it, "What do you know about writing a book?" I immediately know that she was going to be one of my dream killers. You know what I mean? The way she said it was so like, and I was like, okay. She said, "Let me see what you wrote." So I showed her some, just handed one of the, my writing. And she was like, "Oh my God." She kept going on and on. "Oh my God, I didn't know you could do this." And like, yeah, I could do this. I could do a lot of things that you don't know about. So that little box that she had put me into didn't fit me, because I'm going to bust out. I'm busting out of that box. Now I have 4 or 5 books that I've written. This is the only one I've written by myself, but I have other books as well, right? So my point is, I was talking to my girlfriend, Lorraine. "Hey, Lorraine." And we were texting back and forth, and she was saying that, for years she'd been trying to go doing other things, and, she'd been dreaming about the things that she wanted to do. I don't know what she is. She's a nurse, but she wanted to do something else. And she said, we were talking about the type of people you surround yourself with. It's so important. There are people out there that are, for whatever reason, they're scared or whatever the reason, they're not there for your benefit. You have to surround yourself with, is what I'm trying to say, with like-minded people. People that like you, that think like you. Not necessarily in the sense that they're going to be doing exactly what you're doing. But as far as dreaming and going after a dream, they are there as well with you. And you have to surround yourself with those kind of people. Because those negative people, they just drain your energy. They will just drain your energy and make you feel like you don't want to do anything. Right? I'm always on Facebook, and then somebody will say, "Oh, I'm so bored." We've always said, "Oh, I wish we had some time to go after our dream, I heard people say that all the time. Well, you have the time now, right? Write it down. Write the dream down. Put it in place. This year may not be a year that we can actually put, because we do all of this. But guess what? There's so much other things you could be doing. You could be writing. If you want to be a writer, start writing. Make up a title. If you want to write about 2020, you could write the year that whenever was, or make up some title and start writing about it. Pick your topic. You don't necessarily have to be this. It could be a, fiction or nonfiction or whatever the case may be. Whatever kind of book you want to write. If you want to write a book, write a book. If you want to invent something, start inventing it. Whatever it is that you want to do, get started. Because I'm reminded, right, of the children. I'm going to go biblical for a moment. The children of Israel was in Babylonian captivity for 70 years. And one of the things that the prophet said was, the advice he was giving to them is, "Hey, you're going to be here for a while." I'm not to say that this is going to last for 70 years. God forbid. I'm just saying, right? While you're in this spot, while you're in this moment in time, the prophet said, build houses, plant vineyards, get married, have children, right? That's just 4 things. So I'm like, okay, what is he saying to me? Well, in my interpretation of that is, just because you're here in this time and space, don't mean you got to stop dreaming. Doesn't mean you're not going to put your plan in action. You just have to be creative in how you do it. That's all. Just be creative about how you plan this stuff, because now instead of doing it in person, you're going to go online. Right? This year we would have been, like I said, I'm a motivational speaker and a life coach, and this year we would have been on the road. This is what we go around. We go Atlanta, we go to Dallas, Michigan, Detroit, Maryland, all these different places that we go, and then we end up back in Charlotte at some point. Then we go back out again following year. So this point, on this November, we probably would have been back in Charlotte at this point, right? But instead of doing that, guess what we're doing? We're having a virtual summit. We're gonna have it's gonna be big. I'm gonna talking to you about that at another time, but I just want to let you know, you just have to find creative ways to do what you normally would have done. You can't do it in person, so you go online. And online is big. Everybody, you gotta hold people's attention. Everyone is right there. Right here. Right? And what are they doing? They're watching YouTube. They're online. They're on Instagram. They're doing all this stuff. They're on Twitter. They're doing all this stuff. So there's so much creativity that you could put into what your plan is. You just got a plan of action. Write it down. That's what the Bible says. Write it down. Make it plain. And slowly put each piece in place. Right? You could do it. I don't care what's going on. You could do it. Just plan it right. Dream. Even if your dream is not going to be, you're not going to be able to put it in place this year. But have it. And as soon as things get better, do whatever you can for now. And if whatever needs to get put in place, you need to implement it later, well, go ahead and implement it later. But please, whatever you do, don't stop dreaming. Do not stop dreaming. And not just talk about your dream, because talking and not put it into place, or talking, it's just talking. If you're not putting your dreams and implementing your dreams, you're just talking about it and complaining about the fact that your life is not where you needs to be because you have this dream, but you haven't done anything with it. You could sing, but you haven't put an effort to do anything or go anywhere or start, but you want to be a singer. It's not going to work. It's not going to come to you. You have to go after it and fight with everything inside of you for you to get it. Life is not going to be easy. It's not easy for anybody. Right? So you just got to go after whatever it is that you want to go after. Make it a point to do it and be determined to do it. And no matter, you're going to have setbacks. Of course you're going to have setbacks. But when you get setback, you just step over them and keep it moving. Okay? So I hope something I said today will kind of like just nudge you a little bit. Let you think about your life. Let you think about the things that you want to do in your life. And like I said, just go after it. And just do it. Don't be a procrastinator and use those sexy excuses and say, hey, you know what? I can't do this. I can't do this. Yes, you can. You can do anything you put your mind to. You can do anything you put your mind to. Okay? So, once again, like I said, I always say, end this with, like, comment, share, subscribe. If there's anything that you want me to talk about, if there's anything you want me to do, let me know in the comment section and tell me how I'm doing as well. Because this is new to me, and I want to make sure this channel is authentic. I want to also make sure this channel gives you what you need. So if there's any topic you want me to discuss, let me know. I am a life coach as well, like I said before, and I'm here for you guys. I hope you have a good day. Thank you.